You guys do remember that back when Renee M. was making her prophecies about September 23rd, 2015, we came out during that time and we talked about how the Roman Catholic Church itself was and is behind the Armageddon script deception. Now, in case you don't know what the Armageddon script is, it is a deception that is being promulgated by many of the Masonic New Age movement groups. And the Roman Catholic Church, who is the fountainhead of all these Gnostic secret societies coming out of the Middle Ages especially, and those going back to Simon Magus and the Gnostics of the mystery religions that the earliest Christians refuted, all this great agenda for Gnosticism has culminated in today's deception of the Armageddon script. The Armageddon script. Here you see a book by this New Ager here, and it's literally called the Armageddon script, Prophecy in Action. They're using the Bible as a script to deceive people, and because of this, I want to revisit Still Small Voice. You remember Clare, we did our first expose on her right here, and you see that we exposed her for transgressing the abiding in the doctrine of Christ. And to add to this what we said in this video, you have to understand that it is Rome who's behind this deception. They want you to follow the Roman Catholic Church, who does not follow the Bible. The Masons in the hierarchy of the Roman Catholic Church want you to follow this type of Jesus. You see this image that she uses right here? She'll say it's the bride of Christ. It represents the bride of Christ. But as with all symbology and the symbolism that these Gnostics put out, I'll show you right here. This is a quote by a Mason. You can look up his name on the internet. His name is Mark Rivera. He's got a PhD. At this time of this quote, he's a 32nd degree Mason. And he talks about how there are 4 levels of symbology to everything. There's the simple, there's the hint, there's the search, and there's the hidden. So for these Gnostics, these kinds of images have a simple meaning for the profane, they would call them. That's people who don't understand what they're doing, these Masons. And then there's this hint. Oh, there's hinting something here about Mariology and probably the Da Vinci Code and Mary Magdalene being married to this Gnostic Jesus, as is the Da Vinci Code myth, Holy Blood, Holy Grail, abominations. Then there's the search it out. You see, search out what she's trying to say. Then there's the hidden, and the hidden meaning for the initiates of the mystery religions. But this is part and parcel to what she's doing now in her latest video. This video was put out February 14th, and she entitled it, "You Are Coming Home, My Brides." You know, her polluted heart dwellers idea, where she's actually saying things like this. Listen to how corrupt she sounds.
I'm being more attentive to my feelings for him.
You see, this is what heart dwellers is all about. Her being attentive to her feelings about Jesus. Somebody recently gave me a link to a video where she tried to cover herself. Back in September, we were exposing Clare for the New Age witch that she is. You say, she's a witch? Well, the Bible does talk about witches. It says, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, and that useth divination, Deuteronomy 18:10, or an observer of times, this is what they do, or an enchanter, she enchants you with the way she talks, like she's mumbling along, or a witch, you see it right here, somebody who whispers. You see the word? This is kind of how Clare talks. She's a whisperer. She talks in whispers. But it's a form of magic when she's struggling to push her words out of her mouth. And she's almost like in a daze the way she talks. She says that it's all about her feelings. But you see right here in this latest video, "You are coming home, my brides." Listen to what she says. She's a facilitator of the Armageddon script. This is what these Gnostic deceivers are all about. They want to get you back to the Roman Catholic Church because the Pope, the Mason Pope, the Jesuit Pope, they're behind all of this, taking orders from Rothschild, Rockefeller, the money interests, all these Gnostics in the hierarchy from the east to the west. They want you back to follow after Rome. This is how they get you mind controlled into the Armageddon script. Now take a listen to what she says.
Truly the signs are everywhere, and this time it means business. As I have told you, I will not put this off again.
Now she's declaring that the Armageddon script, this is it. You are all coming home. Did you know, believing Christians, that Clare here is the chosen one to tell you that you're going home with Jesus pretty soon? But the Bible says no one knows the day or the hour, and you certainly can't know the season with the Armageddon script in play, because this is a massive New Age deception, and people are following the mind control hook, line, and sinker. So people want to say, well, you can know the season. No, you can't. Not in this season you can't. But what you should know is that this deception of the Armageddon script, as we talked about in this video and in our playlist, why should God buy into the temptation of these Gnostics? Why should he? When has God ever been tempted? You know what they're trying to do is trying to say, these Gnostics, Jesus, come back. They believe in the Sabbatean doctrine of redemption through sin. But listen to what Clare is saying. Listen to what follows here after. It's very, very heretical.
It has passed the point of no return.
You passed the point of no return.
Things come to a head, my brides. I want you to press in, praying the Divine Mercy Prayer, and strengthen yourselves for intercession.
Praying the Divine Mercy Prayer. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, believing brothers and sisters in the Lord. I'm about to show you what she means by praying the Divine Mercy Prayer. But like I told you, what they are is they're Roman Catholics. Now, before anyone accuses me of misrepresenting Clare, let's look at it in the actual post that she put up. Take a look at it. It's right here. Someone asked her, can someone post the Divine Mercy Prayer, please? Bless you. So what does she do? She posts a link and a web link. And the link is to this video right here. And she has a video. And the link to the page is this one right here. You see the Roman Catholic Jesus? Urgent prayer for mercy, the Divine Mercy Chaplet. Here it is. She's facilitating Roman Catholicism. Now, if you look on the internet, you see all the Roman Catholic paraphernalia of rosary beads, all this Mariology. You see it right here? You see how the image is coupled with prayers to Mary? It's so heretical. The Divine Mercy, here it is, prayer. There is the beads. These are the days that you're supposed to be saying this. Everything is Roman Catholicism. And Clare is literally giving a link to this prayer. It would be one thing if I was making this up and saying Clare is a Roman Catholic trying to pass herself off as a Christian, but you understand why now she downplays doctrine, but then tries to come back. She came back in November. I put up my video, my first expose, in September of 2015. She came back in November because she was getting a lot of flack for me exposing her. But look what it says right here. This is the link. And this link takes you to the Roman Catholic Jesus. You see, that's what this Jesus is all about. This Jesus right here is giving his Mary, the mother of Jesus, in Roman Catholic dogma. That's what this is. There's 4 levels again. 4 levels to the deception. The simple, the hint, the search, and the hidden. You see it right there? So there's no doubt that Clare is one of the deceivers, just like Renee M., just like Jonathan Cahn, of the Armageddon script. This end-time deception that they want you to believe that Jesus is coming back, so that way after he doesn't come back, you apostatize. Because this is what she's proclaiming in her video. You are coming home, my brides. You see, when they put up their acting front and it doesn't come to pass, young believing Christians are going to get disappointed because they have put their faith in the deceptions of these deceivers. That's why God has called us to tell you, don't be following the Armageddon script facilitators. Our playlist is documenting all of them. I would say about 99% of eschatological YouTube teachers, plus the mainline denominations, practically for all intents and purposes are following the deception of the Armageddon script. And they're telling you that Jesus is going to come back here real soon. But you see who's involved in it? She wants you to pray the Roman Catholic Divine Mercy Prayer, because that's where she's sending you to. If you missed it, rewind the video and listen to it again. She's also telling you there's going to be an invasion. It's all about the fear-mongering that these Gnostic facilitators are putting out. Clare is very, very wicked. She's a very wicked woman. She's an initiate of the mystery religions. And the Bible described these people in Philippians 3:18. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you, even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ. You say, how is Clare the enemy of the cross of Christ? Well, when she's facilitating the Armageddon script, she's minding earthly things. Let's look at the next verse. Whose end is destruction, that's these Gnostics, whose God is their belly. This is why they're doing it, because they want to feed themselves from the hierarchy of Gnosticism, and whose glory is in their shame. They glory in the fact that they're deceiving people, who mind earthly things. You see, this is the Armageddon script right here. The reason why they're doing the Armageddon script is because they want to set up an earthly things kingdom. This is what it's all about. They mind earthly things, but our conversation in believing the gospel, not sending people to Rome, is of heaven. The Reformation happened for a reason, because she was drunk, the Roman Catholic Church, with the blood of the martyrs. And praise God that through the Reformation we received the Bible. But these liars and deceivers that want to send you back to Rome want to undo the Reformation. And these Gnostic Masons who are humanists. These people are nothing but deceivers. Clare is one of the biggest deceivers. Here you see her doing the hand sign. She's an Eastern Star. You see the color red. We pointed this out in our last video. Again, this is a warning. Stay away from the Gnostic witch, still small voice. She's deceiving you to go back to Rome, because these people are those who glory in their shame and mind the earthly things of trying to set up a Gnostic kingdom by deception. Until next time, this has been Edifying Others again, giving you a second admonition about the very deceptive woman on the internet named Clare and her polluted heart dwellers still small voice YouTube channel. Stay away from her, unsubscribe from her, warn everybody by sharing this video, and until next time, we'll see you then.